really struck me about the piece is sort of its flatness, its sort of illustrative quality. And part of that is because this piece is considered folk art, which is basically like, you know, art for the people, kind of by the people. What Ami Phillips would do is he would get in his covered wagon and he would ride around and do portraits of people. And they, you know, and these people would tend to be like your, you know, your common folk. You know, they wouldn't be like your aristocrats. They would just be, you know, your regular school teachers, stuff like that, people that could kind of afford them. Back in the day, you'd have to like travel weeks possibly to get your portrait made, and that usually meant that you were a higher crust in society. And that sort of speaks to me, to my work, because being a designer and illustrator, I want to make work that is accessible to people, that is, you know, work that people can use and relate to without necessarily having, you know, a master's degree or a bachelor's degree in art. Another thing that kind of pulled me toward it is that it's so different from the work that I create. A lot of my work is really bold and colorful. It pulls from like a very graphic background. I'm hugely inspired by old horror movies. I'm a child of the 80s, so like Garbage Pail Kids, really bright color stuff. There's this fun thing that happens with portraits. When someone is captured in a portrait, they become sort of immediately important. Like they're kind of pulled out of their normal world and put on a pedestal. And even a common person can be, you know, portrayed that way. And so what I like to do a lot of times in my work is that I do a lot of monster drawings and weird kind of creatures and stuff, and I usually will put them in a portrait setting because I feel like it's a posed setting and kind of adds this sort of importance to stuff that I'm just kind of very lightheartedly making.